She's got a mannequin head. I'm not sure why this woman is wandering around the wasteland holding a mannequin head. Let me tell you this much. If I ran into this woman in the wasteland, I would shit myself if she's just wandering around carrying a mannequin head. No good can come from this woman just wandering around the wasteland this way. Welcome everybody to the official startup of Season 3 of Sheltered, which is the really big update that I was actually kind of expecting. The one that I was talking about a bit when we did Season 2 for a couple of episodes. I will admit, Season 2 didn't really go too far in. For this one, they have added new pets, which is going to be really important, which we'll cover pretty soon. They have added danger to the actual shelter itself. You can no longer just coast in your shelter for the entire time, just go out, get a bit of food, and hang out there all cozy. No longer the case. Now, people, raiders, active bad dudes will actually come out to your shelter and attack you. And it's going to be up to you to kind of set this shelter up. Kind of like Home Alone, like you're Kevin McAllister. You have to set up like all sorts of booby traps, hiding spots, etc., to kind of fend off the sticky bandits or the wet bandits, whichever one you kind of prefer. I kind of preferred wet bandits myself, but then they swapped them over to the sticky bandits for Home Alone 2. You know what? I'm actually losing track of what I'm talking about here. What's really new about the pets, which is pretty cool, you can see it right here. There's now a horse, majestic and beautiful. The horse can be used to travel the wasteland at a faster pace. Capable of carrying items with a saddlebag, requires 3 portions of food a day. Don't forget to build a stable. So, all these new pets will require certain things now, and they'll have different type of abilities attached to them. The horse will actually let you travel faster. That's the one we're going to be using for our save file, because even though you have to feed it 3 times a day, which sounds like a lot, I'm actually kind of curious to kind of test it out for a spin. So right now, we might lose early, we might not, we'll see, but it's all about learning the whole new mechanics that the game has actually added. So that's a new pet right there. We also have Dogman, which is an old pet. But now you can actually take Dogman out into the wasteland with you. It will help you fight. So it provides a small stress reduction to all family members as well. And it requires the whole daily feeding as well. Pet Cat. Cat is a natural hunter, excellent at killing rats. Any rats it kills will be transferred into a freezer. So now, the rats that are actually out in the shelter, they can be killed with the pet rat for one, or not the pet rat, but the pet cat. And then that meat can be used for your own food supply, which is actually really amazing, assuming you have a freezer. Now, if you don't have a cat, you're going to have to make mouse traps to catch him, otherwise it will eat your food. So this is where the cat really shines. We also have the fish. The trusty goldfish provides an escape into an underwater world of peace and tranquility, provides a large stress reduction to all family members, requires cleaning out every 3 days and feeding daily. And then the final one will be the snake. The snake has the ability to keep rats away in general. Whilst the snake is out of its vivarium, no rats will come to the shelter even whilst it is dirty. Requires feeding, whilst in the vivarium, every other day. Beware its bite. So it does have a positive effect to it, but at the same time, I wonder if the bite effect means it might poison you, hurt you, yada yada yada. So obviously we're not going to test out the snake, but I'm really excited about all these new additions to the whole pet system as well. Alrighty guys, and here we go. This is going to be our shelter. We have our horseman up here. He needs a stable pretty soon. But before we start getting into this sort of situation, it's raining. We should take advantage of the rain, go out and explore meanwhile. So I'm going to have Boy over here come over here and just upgrade our not our shelter, but our workbench at the very least up to level 1. I would rather wait till level 2. However, we need like 7 hinges and 7 ropes. So I think it's probably best just to go up to 1 for now. Maybe then go up to 2. And we could probably even skip, no, level 4, huh? Maybe we skip 3 and just go straight up to 4 afterwards. But for now, I think the level 2 is actually kind of really important. So you work on that one. Meanwhile, check this out. We have broadcast and we also have scan frequencies. I'm not sure how these things work, but I guess we'll figure out together how they actually do work. But for now, it's raining. Birdman, which is no longer Falcon, because before he was like Falcon. Now he's Birdman Falcon, which kind of makes a bit more sense. He's going to be our courageous dude. He's going to be our big fighter this time around. Melissa will be the perception dexterity person, and then we have resourceful daughter and hands-on son. That's our setup here for this time around. Birdman, you're going to go out here along with Melissa. It's raining. We might as well take advantage of the rain because we will go out, collect some items, and then the rain's going to refill our water butts meanwhile. So it works out quite well this way. So we'll send both of them out here today. And we want to use the horse. The horse kind of works like the inexpensive version of the van. It will let you travel faster as well. And if we make a saddlebag for it, I guess it'll carry more items as well, which could be pretty useful. So I'm going to cycle over here into the horse as our vehicle. And we want to go small house, small farm. Remember, we can only carry back 12 items with us right now. So I don't think we should go out and explore too much because of that limitation. But I guess maybe we'll do this here just so we get eyes on him and see what's happening over there, and we'll leave the school for later. Is that good? I guess that's good enough. I know we won't be able to carry back everything we find, more than likely, but at least we'll try to pick out the important stuff. So I think this is actually pretty good. All this for 10 water is really ideal because of the horse. Without the horse, it would cost us, 13? Not really that big of a difference, huh? Maybe with bigger excursions, it actually costs less water. Yeah, whatever. Well, we'll take the horse for this one around anyway, and we'll confirm it. Birdman will give you the old pipe as a weapon because it's the only thing we have available now, and give you a gas mask. No trade bait this time around. Confirm. Melissa, give you the same thing here. No trade bait as well. Let's send this party off. Perfectly fine. Go on out there, guys. Good luck to you. Meanwhile, this guy over here upgrades our... Oh, speaking of which, did you see the doors? They're no longer the heavy, thick ones. We actually have to upgrade to that, which is the reason why we're so susceptible to attacks, because our doors are just wooden doors this time around. Look, they're picking up the horse. Yeah, take the horse with you. I named the horse Bojack, so, you know, I'm a big Bojack fan. Netflix, really good stuff, man. Alright, girl, let's go ahead over here and craft the old sleeping bag through here. Now, she's not hands-on, so it'll be a bit slower, but, you know, meanwhile, homeboy's over here upgrading that. She could probably finish that up in time. Let's go into accept transmission. Hello, this is Birdman. We found a small house out in the wasteland. Should we check it out? I like how you check in with your kids, if you should check it out or not. You know, grown adult, the authority figure around here. But yes, search the location, that's fine. We want to build a stable before the horse gets back too, so we have a lot of things to do right now. Let's also get this journal entry out of the way here. Made it barely, it's just us now together. Whoever reads this in the future, this is our head count. Birdman, Melissa, boy, girl, and our pet horse, Bojack. This dilapidated bunker should help us to get back on our feet. It looks as though a bomb went off in here, but we should be able to clean it up. Just having a warm and secure place to stay is enough for now. That's really true. And then we have some quests over here, which we have none. That's also... I think the quests are part of the last update, but I didn't really check into them too much. But that's a way to keep an update on them. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna wait till our dude over here, our boy named Boy, is done. And I'm gonna have him craft us, because he's the faster crafter. I'm gonna have him start working on probably the old mop and bucket, and then the other bucket so we could start... Actually, she might be able to do that too. Get the toilet happening. Preferably close by. That's gonna have to do for now. Let's accept the transmission as well. Strangers already at the small house. I really do not want to get into any combat until we have like a decent weapon. But I'm really looking for items too, so I guess we'll approach the strangers. I hope nothing bad happens over here. Maybe just one person. It's one person. She kind of looks like a redheaded version of Melissa here. Hey there! Confirm. Trade, recruit, bully, or flee. This is Catherine. Now, another part of the update that I didn't talk about is the recruitment process. Remember how before you could just recruit somebody, have them join, let them die, butcher them down for food, and bada bing, you're fine as long as you're okay being a cannibal? You can now recruit people, but you can't tell them what to do, and they will go out and feed themselves and keep themselves alive until they trust you enough to let them, or, you know, allow you to give them orders. So you have to gain their trust before you can actually control them. So it's no longer just, you know, smooth sailing through cannibalism as well. For this one, I am not sure if I want to allow anybody in just yet. So let's just see if she's okay with, maybe a recruit. Maybe. My intelligence isn't really too high for recruitment, unfortunately. I don't have nothing to trade either, so let's just go into trade just so we could just whoosh her away. She had... whatever. Now, the reason I'm trading is because it won't let us run off, and we can still inspect the house afterwards. But I don't really want to recruit her nor fight her just yet. I'm not really comfortable with fighting just yet, especially this early on. Let's examine what we found over here, and we found pretty good stuff. Is that a wig? Oh, no, it's very close. I thought it was a wig for a second. I was like, what the hell is this? Like some sort of like Lady Gaga wig that we found? Oh, nice. We got a cement, which is going to be useful to expand our base soon enough as well. So we'll confirm. Oh, hey, take the switch. Alrighty, good. So bucket and mop and bucket are ready. Girl, let's have you go ahead, if you can, start cleaning stuff around. We have another transmission as well. Search location, that's fine. Let's see, son, I'm going to have you start working on the... I guess the stable for the horse. We're going to need that up and running because we don't want him getting sick, obviously. This is tier 2. What is this? A saddle. Oh, the saddle for the horse is right here. Requires a bunch of leather. I'm not really surprised about that. Paint can trap. A paint can to a rope, attached to a rope, suspended from the ceiling. This classic trap can disable an intruder that breaks into your shelter. Requires a tripwire to be armed. It has a 40% chance to disable an intruder. Fire extinguisher. A canister of compressed CO2 used to put out fires. My god. Small freezer. This small freezer is capable of storing 10 portions of meat. Requires power. If left without power for 1 day, any food in the freezer will be spoiled. My god. All these new additions are actually pretty cool. But it's also going to definitely make the game more difficult because it's not just like cooking cutter. It's not cookie cutter anymore. We also want a poor stove at some point, or maybe just a stove in general, but it requires a hinge, which you don't have. We can make the water butt. So I'm thinking we send him out. Actually, wait. Put on the suit just in case. And after you put on the suit, I'm going to send you out to make the stable for the horse. So it's going to require a bunch of wood, huh? Yeah, but, you know, it's needed. Want to keep this horse alive, we better have that up and running. So there you go. Good luck to you, my son. You're over here cleaning around. You're done cleaning. If you're done cleaning, let's have you make the next water bud, which we do have enough to make. I guess we'll place you right here for now. Great. Accept transmission. More strangers yet again. Let's do it, but let's hopefully try to avoid combat. We do have some items now for trading at the very least, so there is that. Nice, butchered down cows over here. Douglas! Hey there! Confirm. Trade, recruit, bully, or flee. He's got a little bit of an axe here, a hatchet maybe? Hand axe? What's the right way? It's not an axe, it's more than likely either a hand axe or a hatchet, right? What's the difference between a hatchet and a hand axe? They always look similar to me. Okay, let's see about doing some trading. I want to avoid combat early. Alright, he'll take a look. So, how's our trading? Okay, good. So we can at least get an even trade and get ourselves leveled up here a little bit. I also want the sand, though, because we're trying to expand our base as soon as possible to add some more stuff in there. So I want the sand for maybe this. I'm not going to use any of the clothing here or these random items, because we need I think we need a sort of upgrade in the base before we can use these right now, because this is going to be... What is this for? A small amount of fabric if recycled. Right, we need the recycling machine, which we don't have. And I think it's like a level 3 or 4 upgrade. So, for now, we'll just trade this off. And that's perfectly fine. It's been a pleasure, stranger. You come back now. That's going to give Melissa more charisma. Excellent. So the higher her charisma is, the more items we'll be able to trade off for little value. Or at least lesser value for us. And we'll examine the items we found here. Excellent. More food. Water's actually, well, not really too important, but we'll grab it for now. Yarn is always great. Leather's amazing. Take this, take that. Oh, baby. 4 cement. So good. Now, I'm going to take the springs, and this is all going to be recyclable. Not this one, but these will be recyclables here, which could be useful, but until we have that upgrade, it seems kind of pointless. So I'm thinking we carry this and we leave this behind over here. That is fine. Okay. Good stuff so far. What I'm going to do this time around, too, if I can, once we get the chance, is maybe paint the inside of the shelter, too, get it nice and comfy looking, assuming we could survive. We have a bunny over there. We have no trap for the bunny. Hello, this is Birdman. We found a clearing out in the wasteland. Should we check it out? Go right on ahead, my friend. You check out that clearing in the wasteland. As a matter of fact, where are you in the wasteland right now? You are... so beautiful. You're somewhere over here. Is that what you're checking out? The clearing? Yeah. So after that, you'll come back? Perfect. Pretty good expedition so far. Our stable should be built by the time to get back. We'll have 2 water butts. I guess after this, we're going to be thinking about expanding the base, but we'll have to wait for Birdman and Melissa to get back because they have the cement to expand. I guess meanwhile, though, we'll have our son over here put off his suit, and then afterwards, we'll maybe go ahead and start doing scan frequencies or broadcasts. I don't think I want to broadcast to anybody where I'm at just now. It seems like inviting danger to your house broadcasting. So I'll do some frequency scans and we'll see what that does. Melissa to base, we've stumbled across somebody. Oh, Jesus. Okay, go for it. Please avoid combat, though. We'll try to get into a trade or something, but no combat. Ooh, this looks pretty nice. We have Root. Baby Root. We'll see about doing some trading over here. Alright, she's down. She's got a mannequin head. I'm not sure why this woman is wandering around the wasteland holding a mannequin head. Let me tell you this much. If I ran into this woman in the wasteland, I would shit myself if she's just wandering around carrying a mannequin head. No good can come from this woman just wandering around the wasteland this way. I'll take the gas if we can. Even trade, good. So we'll do this, and... Is there anything else I could offer for... I mean, I guess I could throw one food her way, but remember, the horse eats 3 times a day, so we might need more food this time around. What about water? Only 2 trade value, huh? As expected. Okay. We'll do an even trade for now, just for the straight-up boost to Melissa. That's fine. Almost up to level 5 Charisma. Pretty good. They should be heading back after this. Well, actually, they'll check out what's over here, and then they'll start heading back. What the hell is all this stuff? This is all new to me. Used in creating homemade antibiotics. Nectar converted by bees through a I mean, I know what raw honey is, mind you. I'm just not sure what the item does for me in game. Nectar converted by bees through a process of regurgitation and evaporation. Suddenly, honey has lost its appeal to me. Used in creating homemade antibiotics. Interesting. What do we have here? Passion flower, a brightly colored flower from the Passiflora cab. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fuck you, science. Family, used in creating homemade stress remedies. Okay. Ginger root, used in creating homemade food poisoning remedies. And we also have the oak bark, used in creating homemade anti-radiation remedies. Sounds pretty good. As a matter of fact, all these items sound pretty enticing to me. As a matter of fact, they sound so enticing, I might leave the bowl behind, because that's something we focus on later on. For antibiotics, remedies, this is something we probably won't be able to do anytime soon, mind you, but we'll at least have the items ready. I like anti-radiation a bit more, especially once we start running out of the gas mask. So, yeah, we'll do this. I would like to pick up more of them, but everything else, I guess the water could be left behind. I guess I could, but I'll just bring the water with me right now. That's fine. We'll leave all this homemade stuff aside. So, boy, now that you're done over here, let's start scanning for frequencies and find out what this is all about. We do have a transmission here. You found another location. That's interesting. I thought you guys were done. Alright, we have our water butts ready. Now, girl, do you need anything? You need a shower. Oh. I'm not entirely sure if we have enough room for a shower. Boy, let me have you make the shower, because you actually make stuff faster. We can make the level 2 one, which we should. No room? No room, it doesn't seem. This might be problematic. Rearrange shelter. Place you over here. Confirm. Control zoom out. I will accept that transmission soon. Give me a second. Here we go. And transmission. Examine the items. What do we have here? Oh, nice. More pipes. Oh, we can't carry pipes anymore. Spring, you gotta stay behind. I need the pipes. Lot of water. Lot of water. We could only carry 5 back. The valve. Yeah. I'd like to bring it back with me for a fact, but this'll do. This'll do. The large reservoir. Okay, that's fine. Now you're thirsty. Get some water over here. And after the water, I guess we'll probably... No showers yet. Not until it rains. We'll have you just poop away here for a while. And here comes the parents back. Okay, pretty good first day, I would say. A really good startup over here. We're going to wrap it up here for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a like to support us in a lot. Especially for the start of a new series for a fact. A few tips here and there wouldn't be too bad, but I do have a general feel of everything else. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.